Okay.
What's up? This is the Cannonball Podcast. 15 minutes, so we're pissed. We're now recording on our friend's Apple Mac through GarageBand. So hopefully this works. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we finally learned how to do separate mics, so that's useful. So that'll be useful in the future. My computer is a pile of dog shit.
Yep. Alien.
Still owe $600. Fucking bastards. Alright, so the topics are basically this. We're going to do 28 years later movie review. We have a couple more topics lined up. Gingerbeard's pulling them up.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. Some of our topics are our favorite Teen Titans 2003 episodes. Static Shock versus Teen Titans. Static Shock versus Iron Man show from Nickelodeon. The Toy Story that we started talking about, we're going to get Strong Arm's opinion on, and then anime to live action discussion, and then X-Men. I sent you a link, Strong Arms. I don't know if you saw it. Apparently the X-Men supposedly have been cast. So we'll get to that. All right. Strong Arms?
Kyle. Yo.
Okie doke.
All right.
I'm here.
All right. Wait, did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got everything. You got what the topics were?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome, YouTube audience. Is it recording?
Yeah, we're recording. We're live.
Welcome, YouTube audience. This is going to be an interesting journey on a new device.
Yeah.
It looks like it's working, so I'm happy.
Hopefully it works. I don't know what.
I mean, it looks like it's working. Kyle, can you speak?
Yo.
It got him.
Yeah, I
All
got it.
right.
Good. It's getting them, so we're good. All right. So, next time you see us, you'll see more mics.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully. So let's get started with the dog shit that is 28 years later. Scores first. We're gonna get them out of the way. Mine is a solid log of 3 shits.
Solid 4 of craps.
All right, and your log, sir?
5 pieces of dead fish.
Damn, that's dirt. That's nasty.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
All right. Well, we had somewhat. It's a zombie movie, so we were kind of hopeful a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna speak positives. Okay, the positives are the zombies were actually kind of cool. They were threatening. They were very deadly. They had a thing called an alpha, which is the head zombie, kind of a menace. And then you had, I guess, zombies that have been around for a long time, which were like skin and bones, and then fat, putrid. What's up?
No, I was looking to see the chat. So
Okay, all right.
All right. All right, you want to see the chat? All right, here. You want to see the chat?
Dude, just give him my phone. Here.
Thanks.
Hold on.
Yeah, yes.
There. I'm already on YouTube. Just find your thing and
Yeah, sure.
there you go. But you're not a moderator, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I can still talk.
Yeah, you can still talk. You just can't kick anyone out. All right.
I know.
So the positives. The zombies were cool.
Yep. The structure?
Well, I mean the fact that it took place on England, the island, and or like a Scotland island was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought. See. Okay, the big bad. I'm gonna get out of the way. There is no story. There's absolutely no story. You think there's a story, and then by the time you get to the end of the movie, it slaps you in the face that there was no story. There is no good plot.
All for nothing.
Yeah. So,
Well, tell them tell them about our quote unquote hero of the story.
so the hero is basically a small child named Spike. His dad, he's 12 years old. Normally on this community, you have to be 14 to go on what they call the hunt. But his dad thinks he's ready to go. He's been trained to go by shooting arrows and stuff like that because they use arrows in this world instead of firearms because I don't think they have any more bullets to use.
Yeah.
So, and they have what appears to be a bridge to the mainland that is only feasible through low tide.
Yeah.
During high tide, it gets covered with water, which is protection.
Yeah, and if you will try to swim over it, you'll just be able to carry off
By the current.
with the current. Yeah, that's why it's more effective to wait until the tide goes
That's
down.
why it makes it effective holding,
Yeah.
base. So we know the mom is sick at the beginning of the movie. We get a good idea of her illness by she's, very, what's the word?
Confused, a
Yeah, a
little.
little out of it, kind of tired. Seems to have good days, seems to have bad days.
She calls. What she thinks her kid is her
Father,
yeah, her
because of
dad.
his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has her father's eyes.
Apparently, according to her. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably true.
Yeah.
But, so they go on the hunt. He gets his first kill. They're hunting, infected, which are the zombies. I guess in this world, it's for sport. So they're hunting the infected. He gets a pretty good size, fat boy.
Yeah.
He kills that infected.
Slowpokes.
His father helps him with the others. They find another person that seems to have been punished and turned into an infected.
Yeah.
So they put him out of his misery. Although the kid is tensing up. The dad puts a lot of pressure on this 12-year-old. It's his first time out in the zombie world.
Yeah.
But
So-
they even said that you're supposed to go like when you're 14 or
Yeah, we know.
15.
Yeah, we talked about that. That's why you're supposed to go when you're 14, I guess, because you're a little bit more older than a 12-year-old. They go on more of a walk, and they come across what appears to be an alpha and I guess his pack
Mhm.
of
Oh yeah.
zombies.
Apparently, a virus is not like your average like a night living dead kind of thing. Oh no, it's not. It's like it turns you
It turns you into
Primitive?
It turns you into a very primitive thing.
like it turns you wild and
Feral.
Feral.
Yeah.
Very feral.
And,
like you're on rabies.
hungry for human flesh.
Damn straight.
That's why it's called the rage virus.
Yeah, and apparently well,
It
spoiler.
makes you listen to metal music.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hate this song. Ah, what the? Oh,
Yeah, did you actually notice though? They
Yeah.
actually had the rage virus in them. That's why they're trying when they told him to calm when she was freaking out to tell her to calm down because exorbitant amount of anger can cause the virus to activate.
Oh.
Okay, interesting.
Well, anyway, a plot point in the movie that you probably won't ever forget is that apparently they can reproduce.
Yes,
Well,
an interesting first for zombies.
All right. Well, we were getting there. We're working our way through it. But one of the. So the boy goes back to his village with his dad. They get chased by the alpha into the water. The entire time it's kind of tense, They get to the encampment. The people kill the alpha with flaming arrows to the chest. And then they get let back in. I thought it took a little bit too long because the woman was buying her fucking time.
I'm like, it's pretty obvious that
They're not infected. Let them the fuck in.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't speak if they were infected.
Yeah, pretty much. So then they have a party because it's his first hunt. So they're having like a shindigger where they're getting all drunk and
That is all for me, dog.
all lucid. The dad cheats on the mom by fucking another woman while he's drunk. We find that out.
And he told everyone that all his accomplishments were actually his
Sons.
kids, which in reality
I mean, that's a good dad.
it
He is a good
but-
dad. He was trying to be a good dad.
Yeah.
But still, you're lying to everyone, making them think he's like a tough guy, where in reality he's kind of a he's a kid. I mean,
To be fair though, like, is it really lying
what's
if
that? What?
No, I was gonna say. To be fair, the kid did kill 2 zombies on his first go around.
Well, yeah, but one was tied up.
The dad.
True.
Dad, he killed a lot more than that.
Well, yeah, but I think the father is like, I know it's scary. I feel like if he gets a little bit of confidence, like, you know, he gets a little confident, like, he won't be as petrified,
No, he won't.
which is not a bad idea. I don't think the dad. I think a lot of reviews are going to paint the dad in a negative light, and yes, there is one thing that he doesn't do, which I find insulting. We'll get to it in a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a second. But
All right, I'll hold
yes.
on to my.
Yeah, but for right now, in this moment, he's actually trying to be a good father.
I agree. Yes.
Strong Arms, do you have any questions for this first part?
Wait. So if these new zombies can reproduce,
It's full on rape, is what we're going on. It's like complete savage rape.
Because
like,
no one can
male
really consent in this
zombies.
scenario.
Yeah, the male zombies are literally like holding the females down and probably fucking the shit out of them.
like female, like humans or female zombies?
Zombies, female
Okay.
zombies. Yes.
Okay.
Also,
We cleared that up.
I like to point out, like, the zombie alpha was jacked, and like, thanks to One-Eyed Josh, because I was trying really hard not to look down. He did have a dick swinging.
I mean, me and One Eye, or not me, One Eye.
You.
Me and Ginger
A third
couldn't.
person, huh?
Yeah, me and Ginger couldn't
Look away.
look away. It's just like it was
Showing
there and it
zombie
was
dicks
swinging.
It was just like, I mean, it was just out,
Just swinging around. Just
In
like-
your face.
out there.
He had a schlong. That's all we
God,
gotta
for
say.
everybody to see.
Yeah, I guess.
Apparently, it's well hung. Apparently,
I guess. I don't. I mean, God knows how it fit in that poor zombie's.
Woman.
Yeah, because that was disturbing. But no, so yeah, so apparently yes, they can reproduce like animals. So that's Ginger Beer is correct. They are more primitive and more animalistic, I would say. Also might be somewhat intelligent because the baby was taken by the mother and the son because it wasn't infected, and the dad still went looking for it. Like,
The alpha.
yeah, the alpha still went looking for it. Like, you stole its child. Like, it was looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
That's why it was pissed.
Also, the dad says the alphas can use strategies and hunt.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So clearly it's not as primitive as the characters once thought it was.
Yeah.
I think it's like I think it's like humans from the Planet of the Apes. Like in,
I can see that,
In the
except
future, you know, like-
except more like less fit
and
and
more crazy. Like
yeah, and more.
No,
pumped.
it actually reminds me of what was like the latest Romero movie
Romero.
where they had like the one zombie who was like the alpha
Oh,
and he was like actually like almost like human like smart. Like, he could use weapons and like basically act like a human to lure in others.
well, to be honest with you, what Josh and I are thinking about it, and he seems to have it.
I think
Romero?
it's the Day of the Living Dead, but I could be wrong.
Day of the Living Dead.
Let me, can I use your phone? I'll check it out that way.
Well,
No, you don't.
Nah,
Romero. Who's Romero again?
George A. Romero. He's the
George A.
king of the modern zombie.
Of zombies.
Yeah, he's the modern godfather of zombies.
Well, when I search those,
Let's continue on. So the mother and the son plays a trick where he sets a building on fire to get his mom out of the encampment because he just learned that there is a doctor, what appears to be a mad doctor, but a doctor nonetheless, out, and he wants to get his mom checked up for safety, to see if he can fix her.
A checkup,
Yeah. Meanwhile, the dad and the other grown-ups seem to know what's going on, or they have an idea of what this sickness is, and they're not telling the lad.
Yeah.
Which is why the lad goes on a runaway.
So there's two different ones that use a gun. There's Land of the Dead, and then there's Day of the Dead.
Okay.
And the one I think he's talking about is in Land of the Dead. I'm gonna ask
Strong
Arms. Was the zombie in question, was he African American?
Now that you mention it, I think so.
Then it's Land of the Dead.
All right, go back to you.
I know.
It's okay.
No, I know the scene from Day of the Dead where the one zombie shoots the guy, and then salutes him at the end.
Yeah.
Choke on him.
All right. Well, and then so.
All right, back to our topic.
Yeah, back to the story, or trying to go quick. So they go on a journey.
The boy and the mom.
The boy and the mom. It's a wonderful journey. It's a magnificent journey.
Yeah,
some
right.
might say it's a journey that shall never be untold again.
Well, you say that.
Yeah, no. So they end up in a church for the night, and then they go to a field where there's a cross on the field.
An angel.
Like an angel.
Yeah.
And the mom goes into some loopy story. And while she's doing that, there's a fucking zombie right behind them.
Yeah.
Right behind her, and the kid has to kill the zombie, which alerts the whole fucking pack that's behind them. So now they're running, and they get to a gas station, a petroleum gas station. There's gas still there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
the gas leak.
And then a soldier who's maroon on the mainland England, who's Swedish, comes to help them. Fun fact. He may be Swedish, but the guy's pushing American.
It feels that way.
Well, yeah, he has an American accent.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit American, a little bit Swede, a little bit German, I think.
I mean, he had so many the guy couldn't pick. He couldn't pick an accent to stay in.
What's the actual actor?
I don't know.
His descent?
He was blonde. He looked like Norwegian. He was Norwegian descent, but he was clearly it's American. You can clearly hear it. He didn't have a Norwegian accent.
Yeah,
they do have an accent. It's quite clear they do have one.
Okay. His name is he's Swedish in real life.
Okay, so
he's younger than us. What the hell?
Well, yeah, he looked younger than us.
He's 22. What the fuck?
Yeah. So anyway, so he's maroon on the mainland with guns. The entire England is quarantined because that's where all the virus is.
Yeah.
We learned that fun fact. The Swedish lad helps the boy by carrying his mom. They then have a picnic where he asks, "Why does she call you her father?" Or her father, her father, when you're clearly her son.
Incest and all that.
Yeah, he makes a joke about incest and all that. And then the mom is going towards a train. Because she hears a noise. And it's clearly a zombie that's making the noise. And this is where we find the pregnant lady. Zombie.
Yep.
She's giving birth. The soldier, I understand why the soldier wants to do this.
No, I agree.
I get it. It's going to be painted like he's a dick. He wants to kill the child.
Yeah, because
you're on a zombie island. You just found out they can mate. Like, you don't, like, he's not listening. He wants to kill it.
There's 2 reasons why I agree it's okay to kill it. These are the 2 reasons why. One, first of all, it came from a zombie, so we don't know. Even if
That's
it's
why
not,
I
the
said
fact that, yeah.
it.
And the second thing is, every time that baby cries,
It's
you
gonna let
other things know that you are there.
Yeah, so it's a danger.
Yeah.
So the guy is backing up, and then the papa, Big Dick himself, appears and then rips the dude's head off.
Yeah, with spinal cord and all.
Yeah, with the spinal cord and all.
He does that, but to a lot of his victims.
Yeah, and then he just jumps down. A chase presumes with the kid and the mom, and now a baby. They're kidnappers. Oh my god! Someone called the zombie police. Their child has been kidnapped.
She keeps shooting arrows at him.
Yeah, like he's just being a nuisance at this point. Like he's gonna go to
guys?
20 years in jail in zombie prison.
What's this?
You're facing 20 years in prison.
Yeah.
No, so
In the dick.
oh god. All
Do
right.
we have to hear that?
No, and then the doctor appears finally. And he hits the zombie with morphine,
Yeah,
which knocks it out.
basically.
Basically.
Well, yeah, but it's still standing somehow.
Well, I think it's I don't know. I have no idea how morphine works, and I don't think they do.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard me, but I said, "Oh my god, it's Voldemort," because it's Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah,
I heard you. I knew it was Ralph Fiennes. I did not care.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it's Voldemort. I did not.
know that.
Yeah, I did not care. He's in this shitty zombie movie.
Yeah,
which,
so
clearly his career has taken a nosedive.
Sure.
So
we finally meet the doctor.
we meet the doctor. He takes the Swedish lad,
His head
out of the Alpha's hands, and then he takes them to what is a pyramid of skulls to remember the dead.
Yeah.
He burns off the skin, gives the skull to the boy. The boy picks a spot for the new friend, or the past guy.
Yeah, the past soldier.
Yeah, the past soldier in the skull pyramid. And then the mom gets checked out, and the doctor, who doesn't have any equipment, but does kind of look at her, he looks at the lumps on her breasts and says, "You have cancer." And at that moment, when they said she has cancer, and then she says, "I kind of knew it was cancer," I wanted to get up and say, "What the fuck?"
He could have avoided this whole plot.
Seriously, what in the absolute fuck is this story?
Yeah.
The mom commits samurai death,
Seppuku, yeah.
seppuku,
Yeah.
by burning herself.
I thought she just like he shot her with the morphine thing.
I have no idea, dude. It was so confusing. Don't make it twisted. He probably did, and then burned her alive.
Possible, yeah.
And then the boy puts her skull at the top of the thing.
Yeah.
And then Papa, woken up, comes down and he's pissed.
Yeah.
And
He's fucking pissed.
yeah, because they still
They still have the baby.
Yeah, still have the baby, yeah.
I'm still. This is the problem I have with this scene. Okay, after he stabs it again with the morphine, he just lets it out, and they let him out. I don't know why they just don't take the arrow and like
Just kill the
damn thing. It's not gonna move.
Or burn it.
Or burn it.
Hit it in the head.
Or just burn it. Like, seriously, just fucking burn. Maybe that's what he did.
Yeah,
Maybe the doctor did do that.
Yeah.
We don't know. We didn't see
Off
it.
screen, I guess.
Yeah, it's off screen. So the boy...
This already sounds confusing, convoluted.
Dude,
Dude,
I can see strong arms. He's like what I was like in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm serious. When the mom says I have cancer, I wanted to yell out, "What the fuck?"
So and she claims everybody else
knew she had cancer.
Yeah.
So what was the point of going to the fucking doctor?
Someone just should have told
Everybody
Spike,
knew
bro.
except the
boy.
family.
Yeah.
The boy. No, the dad knew. The boy didn't.
Someone should just told him the truth.
Someone just should have told the son.
Yeah.
Your mom has cancer. She's gonna die.
There's not much we can do.
I'm gonna fuck this lady.
Yeah. Goodbye.
So I said it before, but this movie is rated R, right?
Well, yeah, with all the tits.
Dude, we haven't even gotten to the part where I thought it was a comedy, and I thought it was a bad comedy too.
Well, I told him this before. So okay, so it's rated R. Why was why is the main character a kid?
A 12-year-old, by the way.
A 12-year-old kid in an R-rated movie, and who's somehow survives. This movie sounds like a kid's fantasy.
Well, I mean, they were in the what's it called? The
Apocalypse.
The apocalypse, and it does show that there was training involved at the.
Well, yeah, he's clearly trained. Okay, I can get that.
Yeah.
He's still 12. And he still froze up.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, no. So they put the baby in the basket. He takes the baby back to the bridge, over the bridge, and through the woods to Grandma's house we go.
It feels like it.
Yeah, that because the old lady's the one who greets her, not anybody else. He has a note to explain what happens. So immediately he admits this baby is from two zombies that made sweet tender love.
Love, yeah, right.
Yeah. They had bad company playing "Ready for Love."
I know. It's like no more, Mr. Nice Guy, because the rage and all that.
Oh yeah, dude. No. So he admits that the kid is a zombie infant baby. So I think it's dead.
Well, he said he's not infected.
She's not infected.
Yeah.
Also, her name is after the mom.
So I think there's a chance the baby's not dead, but it's a very.
I also like to point out, this is the first time and only time the dad runs out the fucking gate
and
trying to get to his son.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that throughout the rest of this movie. When he leaves with the mom, he doesn't go.
Yeah.
Horrible dad on that part. That was a horrible dad move.
True.
And I think the movie's over. I swear to God, I thought the movie was over. And then this guy named Jeremy shows up in a leather jacket. Oh, sorry, whatever. His name's Jim. He starts with a J.
Yeah.
He shows up with a leather jacket, upside down cross. Yeah, upside down cross. And he basically asks the kid, "Hey, can we kill these zombies for you?"
He's like, "We ever at it?"
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, sure.
And they go ham, bro.
Yeah, no. Then they go and they murder all these zombies, and then he's like, "You want to join us?" And it's just like it feels like they're mocking Predator.
Yeah.
What?
You've ever seen Predator where the Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other guy shake hands?
Oh,
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
I'm in.
It feels like they're mocking Predator in this moment.
I never saw it.
Yeah, well, it's probably the only good one.
It probably is. Yeah. Well. Let's. Speaking of, I don't even want to talk about it, but apparently there's gonna be a new Predator movie.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
We don't.
No.
No.
Okay.
Predator, Badlands, bull. I'm good.
Obviously, cash grab.
Obviously. That's it. I rate again. This movie is a 3 for me. It's a 5 for Ginger, and it's a 4 for Double Shot.
Well, one eye.
For one eye. Sorry.
You're not hearing.
My bad. For one eye.
I haven't even seen it, and I'll give it a 2.
There you go. I think I explained it pretty well. I think I did.
Yeah, you did. No. No, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something real quick. Yeah.
To be the plot of a zombie movie.
There is no plot. There's no story.
This legit movie had no plot, and as a zombie movie fan, it hurts me to say this. This movie was crap.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say this now. Zombieland makes fun of zombie movies,
but
and that fucking thing has a plot. Yeah, it's a very small plot.
It's a plot.
It's a plot. This movie has no plot.
At least you knew what the hell was happening, right?
Yeah, you were walking into Zombieland. This movie, I don't know what we were walking into, but it was not good.
No, it was bad.
Oh my God.
You see, it should have. I said this before. the one mistake what they made. So it started with a 28 days later. Then it was 28 weeks later. Now
28 years later.
well, you would assume this one was months, which would be like 2.5 years? No,
2 and 4 months.
Yeah.
2 years and 4 months.
But this one, no, it skipped with the months with the years because
they didn't have a plot. That's why.
And then
this entire movie has no. They had. I guarantee you. They had half of 28. I guarantee this is what it was. It had half of 28 months, and then they had half of 28 years, and they just combined it and said 28 years later. And they're like, wait, what about months? And they're like, they'll never know.
No, and then
I think I'd rather that this one because
Dude, it's the same fucking story we would have gotten in 28 months.
possible.
It's probably the same fucking story, and now we get in 28 years. Who gives a shit? It was horrible.
It was crap.
I'm never buying it. I'm not gonna see this movie ever again. So
I'll buy it just to complete the collection that I have with 28 days and 28 weeks.
I would buy it when it's on sale.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Just buy it for Black Friday
$1.
for $5. For $5, you just walk in.
I feel like this would be a $5 bid at Walmart.
It probably will be. It should be. It shouldn't have been. Dude, we walked in there $13. I kind of want $2 back.
Yeah, just too because I probably spend like $5 to see that. You know,
I would spend $5 just to see it, but then I would say
the first half of it.
Can I freely walk out when it's bullshit, and can I yell the F word?
I would just say, can I get my money back?
Yo, can I please have an equivalent change of $5?
Well, why? Well, you see, I was in there.
But that
Like a
movie
half
is
hour.
shit.
I was in there for a half hour, and already I hate it.
Yeah,
so yeah, cap like half cashback.
And my last statement I'm gonna make is while I was watching this, this did not make me want to watch the other two movies.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the other two movies are worse because of this movie.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're good. We're
Okay,
done. We ranked
then I
it.
won't watch it.
What?
I just said I wouldn't bother watching this.
Well, we already told you. We gave you a pretty good synopsis of
Yeah.
what this movie is.
What's the next topics, guys?
Next topic is our
see.
favorite
Favorite Teen
Titans episode
Yeah, and
of the 2003.
not the current one we have, which was shit.
Yeah, that's 2000.
Wait, that's still going on?
Yes, it's still going
Apparently.
on. It's still stupid.
So our favorite episode of the 2003 Teen Titans.
Are we allowed one, or how many are we allowed?
I mean, you can have 3.
Okay.
He probably has a special mention or something, you know. Just,
Yeah, I got a special mention as
you
well.
have special mention, but I would give you 3.
Okay, 3?
Yeah.
Can I start?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so one of my favorite episodes is the one where Beast Boy actually becomes a gigantic beast, and everyone thinks he's become evil. But really,
Oh,
he's
you mean Werebeast?
Yeah, Werebeast. That was one of my favorite episodes. Second one is where Beast Boy and Cyborg end up going into Raven's mind and meeting Trigon.
Me and Papa.
Yeah. And third and final episode is the one where where Terra is revealed to be working for Slade.
So the first bad one or the second?
Second.
Wait, what?
No, not the part 1, it's part 2. It's the when she's going on a date with Beast Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, that episode. Okay.
Yeah. And then my honorable mention.
No, stop.
Okay.
Everybody does it, and then we'll do honorable after.
Okay.
Strong Arms, do you want to do it or do you want to wait?
I'll wait for.
Everybody
I'll
else?
wait for everyone else. Yeah.
All right, so I'll go next then.
All right.
My first favorite one is actually the racist episode.
Oh yeah.
It's the one where we Starfire. It's actually, I think it's probably more interesting because you would think it'd be Cyborg,
Yeah. Right.
but they actually flip it and do Starfire instead, which I found kind of fascinating. Because we kind of knew Tamaranians were, because of the episode where she goes on her own, that they're not well liked in the universe. So it kind of makes sense that we would get something like this. We learned that the N word for Tamaranians is track. Or trock.
Trock. Yeah.
Which means nothing. You are nothing.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're literally nothing. I like it because there's a very good moment between Cyborg and Starfire, and it really like the team immediately flips when they find out what it is that he's calling her.
Yeah, Starfire. She asked him, Cyborg, that
Not to tell Robin.
well that and before that.
Oh yeah. Do you know what it's like to be judged just based on what you look? And like, there's a look on Cyborg's face that clearly means I'm black.
Yeah.
Like I know what it, but
Instead,
he says, of course I do. I'm a cyborg. Which
I'm like, bro, this is bullshit.
That's bullshit. We know what that look means because you're black.
I'm pretty sure
I
he
understand.
wanted to say that.
Well, dude, he's the unlucky person to get discriminated against twice. He's
Cyborg and black. No, imagine Cyborg in the Star Wars. We don't serve droids in this book.
Excuse me.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Alright, my second favorite episode is the second Red Hood Red X episode.
Yeah. I see why you would.
Sorry, it's clearly Jason Todd. We get it. It's Jason Todd.
Well, I think Red X is probably inspired for Red Hood. I think.
Then I think what it is. I think it's Jason Todd.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think he's Jason Todd. And my last favorite episode is the prom episode.
Thirsty guys at all?
Yeah,
What?
give me that Coke.
Anything regular?
No.
You don't have regular.
Okay, never mind.
Is the prom episode where where Robin has to take Kitten to prom.
The girl, the kid.
Yeah, because I like the fact that it makes Starfire jealous right off the bat.
Yeah, but still, I like how the fact that he has to take her, or else her dad
Daddy will release moths onto the city.
Yeah, apparently her dad's a Batman villain?
Yeah, no, I like he is.
The Killer Moth?
Yeah,
right?
Killer Moth is a Batman villain. No, but I just like the part where my favorite line is at the beginning where he's like, and finally, Robin, you will take this lovely lady to prom. Wait, what? Hi, Robbie Pooh. Who is Robin? Who is this kitten, and why does she call you Pooh?
I heard it.
Yeah.
I had one second. That I was like, yeah, why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I like. That's actually a good story because like forcing someone to date your kid, or else you'll destroy the whole city or world.
City.
What's it? I guess.
City.
Yeah.
City.
He's like, well, do we have a deal? I'll take her.
I also like to point out this episode is the reason why it's my favorite. Is the first episode of the Teen Titans I saw on on the soil of the greatest enemy, Nickelodeon, the Nickelodeon Hotel. I watched this episode in my SpongeBob bed at the Nickelodeon Hotel.
Dude,
On enemy soil. On enemy soil.
I'm surprised. Knock knock. Hello. What are you watching?
Dude, I did something similar to
No,
that.
dude, I literally, that's why I remember that episode so much, because I was at the Nickelodeon Hotel watching Cartoon Network on their TV. I thought it would be blacked out.
Yeah,
I
what if all the channels they had were now Nickelodeon? Like Nicktoons, Teen Nick for
Jr.
adults, Nick Jr. Like everything is
Nick at Night.
Oh, I don't think night.
Well, yeah, that's for the adults, but still, yeah.
I just thought I just always find that to be a funny fact that I watched that episode in
a Nick Hotel. You're a traitor. You can't do that. That should be against the law, but
You mean I should be thrown into
Yeah.
Nickelodeon jail?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just and your punishment is death by slime. Wait, what?
Has anyone here actually ever been slimed?
Yes.
By a show of hands? No.
I never did.
Oh.
Although I do remember listening to was slime live like in person,
Oh.
and I saw a kid like covered in like confetti because apparently he was lucky. But yeah, that was my experience.
All right, Junior, next. Tier 3.
Well, I would say the episode where Starfire will goes into the future on accident, and
Good episode.
and yeah, I never realized what the civilians in there what the weird hair do. Apparently, it's a reference to Dark Knight Returns. Yeah, the future where all the mutants.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those guys, yeah,
Okay,
like
the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a reference to Dark Knight. It's a reference to Frank Miller.
yeah,
Dark Knight Returns. Yes.
yeah. And so, yeah. Well, so Starfire disappears for 20 years. Or,
Yeah, it's the best friend's day.
yeah. It's on her plan's called Lorehog.
Yes.
I guess I don't know, but
I
yeah,
don't
it's,
know.
Or
I
fog
don't know
or
the
whatever it was. It was stupid.
it's not English. Well, so anyway, so
fucking Tamarind Holiday.
yeah, so when she goes into the future, apparently what she's been.
She's the heart of the team, so that the Teen Titans break up. We don't need to continue. Next
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, so but well, sorry, can I say this? But at the end, they realize mistakes. But yeah, so yeah, we'll give
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, no, and then Robin immediately cockeyed and says, "Nightwing, huh?"
Nightwing.
So-
Huh? Yeah, you actually meet Dick Grayson as Nightwing.
Yes.
That's why it's Dick Grayson Robin.
Yeah,
If the Starfire relationship didn't tell you that either.
yeah,
Right.
you can tell he never married. So
Next,
let's see.
your second favorite.
Let's see. I'll be honest. The episode with the imp, it's probably the same species as Mr. Mixopilic and
Oh, Larry,
Larry. Thank you, Captain. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
the one with Johnny Ranton.
yeah.
John's character in
Yeah.
Teen Titans.
Yeah, I like him. I like the villain Johnny because he's a punk.
Yeah.
And a villain. So
Yeah.
and the fact
He
that
actually looks like Lobo.
he does
Johnny Randon. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Let me just look that up real quick.
Rancid.
Rancid.
Johnny Rancid?
Yeah,
Rancid.
yeah,
This guy, right?
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, him.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Lobo. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause
Lobo.
I just like how he changed everything, and then but yeah.
Okay, all right. And then third.
I would say, let's see. I say the final battle against the brain and Empire of Evil.
Oh, Nazi head.
not
Or my favorite YouTube channel, Sorry Stupid, what they called Punisher Dildo.
I call him I call him the gorilla fucker because
Oh yeah,
the comics he's in a
'cause he
relationship with.
because he fucks the gorilla.
yes, that's true. The
Commits bestiality. He's
male
what
gorilla.
starts
Oh,
AIDS.
you mean in the Superman and Lois show?
He's what starts AIDS.
I know.
Wait, what I just want to know the comics that the brain and
Yeah, they also fuck in the comics.
I know.
the gorilla and they're gay apparently. So,
That's
which I'll be honest. Well, okay, well.
Yeah, that's so fucked up.
So yeah, well, that, like it's the episode where all the Titans are together. Like over the world with Titans.
Yep.
Which I like, you know?
All right. So strong arms. Your list, if you have one. It's just 3.
All right. Well, I only have one, to be honest.
That's fine.
And it's the one where, Robin is seeing Slade.
Oh, Nightmare.
And no one else can see him.
Yeah, it's called
That is a good episode.
That is a good episode.
It's an episode about trauma.
Yeah, it's Nightmare.
Yeah, it's clear, judging by, just by how he's, talking, no one else can see him, it's clear Robin has some form of PTSD.
You can also watch that episode for free on YouTube if you want to go check it out.
Oh, really? Okay, well.
Yeah, you can.
Nice.
I found it on YouTube for free.
Nice.
Sweet.
Because it's no longer on HBO Max, so you can't watch Teen Titans on HBO Max.
I know.
I do like how Robin is acting like the crazy. Like he's scaring everybody. Because
I thought I saw it on Hulu.
It might be on Hulu. But it did, when I put it on Roku, where to watch Teen Titans, it didn't give me that. It gave me Amazon, Apple for $1.99, and then, but that's each episode, $1.99.
No Max anymore?
Huh?
No more Max?
No more Max, dude. It got taken away. Like all the other fucking Cartoon Network shows got taken away, which makes no sense. It's fucking DC.
Yeah.
You think it'd stay, but whatever.
Well.
No, but, no, I gonna give you my honorable mention. It's only one honorable mention.
Wait, did he?
No, he only said he had one. Nightmare.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's it. You said he only had one.
Okay. Well, all right. Your mentions then?
My honorable mention is this is probably a good one. Is when Beast Boy, Cyborg, and Robin are turned into puppets.
Oh, that one.
Puppet King.
Oh yeah, Starfire and Raven switch bodies.
Yep.
Which I'll be honest, was pretty hilarious.
Which I'll be honest, made Starfire incredibly more hotter because Raven is
spunky now, like little
sexy as hell when she's goth.
Yeah.
Starfire is just like a moody what?
Yeah, that was hot. That's why it was.
That
was hot. Yeah.
At the time because I like goth girls at the time. So I was like, I still like Starfire. I will say Starfire is hot as balls.
Yeah.
She is hot. But Raven was the sexy one to me because I like goth chicks at the time. But when she was switching to
Raven, when she was switched,
Raven.
I actually imagine a Beast Boy was saying, Star, so. You know how to switch again? Because, it's hearing you.
Hey, that's Robin's girl. You leave him out of it.
Well, yeah, but they switch brains, and Raven's your girl. So, in a way, no, okay, I'll stop.
I mean, it'd be fine.
Still,
that's my honorable mention.
Still. Moody Starfire is pretty hot. So.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's my honorable mention.
Okay, so...
You only get one.
I know. My honorable mention, if I have to go, honest to God, it's the episode where... I'm not sure if it's... I don't think it's Teen Titans Go, but it's the one where he's trying to buy Cyborg a present for his birthday, and he goes to work at a place... It might be Teen Titans Go. I don't know.
It's Teen Titans Go, because the episode you're talking about is when he's trying to get a moped.
Oh, yeah.
The restaurant?
Yeah, the restaurant one. Yeah.
Oh, the restaurant. Shit.
So it's not Teen Titans Go.
It's me.
Okay.
The only episode of Go I've seen is the one where they watch the original.
I hated that episode.
Okay, but my actual... That's not my end one. My actual one is the one where Blackfire comes to visit.
The first one.
Yeah,
Was it the first time?
Okay, episode 2?
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Okay.
No, but can I just say the worst episode?
What?
Worst?
The worst episode for Teen Titans is the one where Robin goes training.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because it makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. The greatest master that he learned under is Batman. So why would he have to go train with another one? That makes no fucking sense. You're almost saying Batman didn't do his job.
Yeah, you're saying Batman didn't train that kid, bro.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. Yeah. Also, the only part of that episode I actually like is when... And it's a meme that I know Teen Titans Go got from that's why Robin is played as so serious, is when he walks back in and they're all wearing his uniform. And she's like, Raven's like, the mask makes me feel cool. And then Robin's there and he jumps out and he's like, ooh, pizza.
Hey, Robin. What's up?
Other Robins.
Hey, Robins.
The mask makes me feel cool too.
Oh, he did.
And then just faces.
He wasn't even angry.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't angry at all. He's not, dude.
He just doesn't care.
No. Dick Grayson never cared. That's the part of that. That's Dick Grayson. That's the Dick Grayson in him. Remember, Robin is amalgamation.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
No, that's an episode where Cyborg, he comes in and he's like, I can't believe you two broke into Robin's room, stole his clothes, dressed as him, and pretended to be Robin. Without me!
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, like, he would. Like,
Is it weird that my favorite episodes, or episodes I lean towards, are the ones where it's Starfire and Robin find like their relationship getting more and more cohesive?
No, it's fine.
I don't know why. I just like those episodes.
A lot of my episodes are where Beast Boy and Raven kind of find a relationship.
Also, that actually never existed. This is actually what started them.
No, I know.
All right, so we're done.
oh,
your honorable mention if you have one,
yeah.
or your dishonorable mention.
What dishonorable? The one with the witch.
Oh,
Mother-
Pie Lady.
Oh, that's a
May
good
I?
one.
That was stupid.
Oh yeah, no, it is stupid.
Well, like it starts out with the Titans acting like the kids, like, pie. Thank you, Mother. May I? I was like, what's going on?
It's the witch episode.
What's happening?
Mother May. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized it's probably a reference with the Hansel and Gretel.
It is.
Yes, it
It
is.
is very
Okay.
much a reference.
I can't believe I never thought of that.
I just hate that episode. Period. End of discussion. It's another Teen Titans Go episode.
Well, I do have an honorable one.
Go on.
The one where they're trapped in a school. And
Mad Bod.
in English.
Yeah,
Mad Bod.
yeah,
Mad Bod.
Yeah.
First Mad
Yo,
Bod episode.
The chase scene.
Yeah, I know that song very well.
Hi. Yumi will sing this.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, they sing a lot of their songs.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, don't they? And didn't they make a cartoon about them?
Yes,
too?
they did. They did.
Also, yeah, apparently, they were
They were
liked.
box office hits.
Apparently, the studio was like, hey, your music for Teen Titans was amazing. How'd you like your own cartoon? Yeah. And we'll, no. Like, okay. Yeah. Woo. So yeah, pretty much what happened, I'm guessing. But yeah, that was a good episode of Man Mod, because it just was so random and just everywhere. And Beast Boy keeps getting hypnotized.
All right, so I'd like to point
Sorry,
out.
I was just
No, you're fine. You're perfect.
You're good.
Let's move on.
Okay.
All right, because I think Strong Arms would like to move on.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Next
all
topic.
right. So let's see. We got this and this.
But I will say, I'll just say this. Is this something I like talking about my episode? I only mention it because, the character in the story I'm writing he also deals with PTSD.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Can't wait to read it, bud.
Still can't wait to read.
Okay.
I'm on chapter 7 now.
Oh, nice.
Nice. We coming along.
That's cool. Okay. So, static shock versus Teen Titans versus Iron Man.
Well, I say let's do. So when I had this thing where which one do you like better? Do you like Static Shock or do you like Teen Titans? Which one do you prefer?
As much as I had fun watching Teen Titans as a kid, I like Static Shock just a little bit more.
I prefer Teen Titans.
Same. What Teen Titans?
All right, it's fine.
Yeah, 30.
Oh, you did Teen Titans too.
All right, that's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah. I mean, I like Static Shock. Okay, and then the next one we decided because we wanted to do Marvel versus DC. So I said Spectacular Spider-Man But then we were like, okay, we'll bump it down to the Iron Man Nickelodeon show, the 3D show.
Armor Adventures.
Armor Adventures.
Yeah. Which we're
gonna have 3 ratings. So we're gonna do the theme songs, then we're gonna do story, and then animation.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 ratings. So the first one is the theme song. I gotta give it to Iron Man.
Iron Man, yep.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Iron Man. That song, he's Iron Man.
See,
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, they could have just went with Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
They could have done that,
They could have, but I guarantee
Iron
that
Man?
would have been expensive as hell.
Oh
It
yeah,
would've
with it.
It would have been expensive as hell. And that series was already pushing a lot of money with that
Yeah.
3D animation.
How many seasons? 2?
I think 2, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it was
Dude,
more
it was
expensive.
pushing that money.
It was expensive. I mean,
Yeah, with 3D animation or CGI, yeah, that's expensive for TV.
Okay.
But so the theme song, I picked Iron Man because I don't like the Static Shock theme is great. But the Static Shock has 2 theme songs
For different,
and-
yeah.
for the different seasons. And I'm sorry, but when you have superhero
Static Shock.
against the Iron Man theme song, I'm sorry, the Iron Man theme song
Yeah, I
kills
win,
it
I'm
out of the
sorry.
water.
No, I get that. I get that.
Actually, have Static. Have 3 openings actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
first
3
one-
openings. Sorry.
First one was like, or something like that.
Yeah,
And they-
it was, dude.
Hey,
It's all
just-
hip hop. It's
hey,
all
ho.
hip hop.
It's like, and the second one was just music. Like,
I'm not saying I'm not saying Static Shock is bad intro. I'm just saying when you're comparing it to the Iron Man intro, Iron Man only needed 1 intro. Static Shock had 3.
yeah.
No, I know.
So, all right, Strong Arms. What's your pick? Which one do you think wins, intro wise?
Between the 3 of them?
No.
Just,
Just the Marvel, Static or Iron Man.
I'll still give it to Iron Man.
Okay, 3. I think you picked Iron Man, didn't you?
I did pick Iron.
Okay, so
Oh my god, I like that.
the next category, animation. I gotta give it to DC. DC animation
Yeah.
is just it aged better.
Let's hear it in the chat for Static Shock's animation,
Yeah,
folks.
the DC animation aged better than the CGI. The CGI just it dates it
Yeah.
really badly. It's still impressive.
Oh, yeah.
but it doesn't compare to the animation of DC.
Yeah.
So, and then the last, all right, Charms. Which one do you prefer, the Static Shock animation or the Iron Man animation?
I think Static Shock holds up better.
Yeah, see, I think it does. I think that's so Static gets that win.
Okay.
Next is stories. Again, I gotta give it to Static. Static had better stories, and yes, some of it was like the racist story, or but it had a lot of meaning and a lot of elements.
Yeah,
and like,
poverty.
yeah, and like gun violence and things like that, gang violence. It really did touch upon those
Bullying.
things. Yeah,
Bullying, yeah.
yeah, very well. I like that. I thought that was a good. I thought those were good stories. Iron Man, though, is kind of cool. It's not really the proper Iron Man because it's following teenage Tony Stark. And Tony Stark
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Tony Stark is supposed to be like older than an adult already.
Yeah, about. Yeah. Like how he is in the comics and the movies, obviously.
Yeah, he's an adult already. So like it took a different route. I appreciate the difference, making it a kid, but at the same time, sorry, it doesn't beat Static.
Yeah, I give you that.
I
So
agree.
in the end, Static pulls out for the win.
Yeah.
2-1.
When it comes. Wait, what?
2-1 DC.
Hmm.
DC won 2. They won the animation and they won the story. They lost the theme song.
Yeah.
Now, had we done my original idea,
Oh yeah, Spider-Man would have won.
Spectacular Spider-Man would have swept. Hands down.
No shit.
Well, you think his is better than Iron Man?
Who? Static Shock?
Spectacular.
Spider-Man beats
Beats
Iron Man
everything.
out of the what? It beats except for Batman Beyond.
Oh no,
It
yeah,
beats
yeah.
everything but Batman Beyond.
Even theme song?
I gotta give you. Oh, shit! Because
Oh,
they're both
yeah.
really good theme songs.
Yeah.
He's
No. Batman Beyond is Spectacular Spider-Man. They're both really good.
Oh, I thought. Sorry. No, I thought I was trying to make a. Everybody.
Oh no,
Okay.
Marvel does not. No, Iron Man does not beat Spectacular Spider-Man. I think Spectacular Spider-Man's theme song is way better than the.
I
Iron
agree.
Man one. I think you like the Iron Man one more than the Spectacular one. Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is more epic. Iron Man's like, oh yeah, like.
I mean, that's fine. You can like that. That's perfectly fine.
SP all day.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, what? SP.
all day.
Spider.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Just say that.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
No, but I would say like Spectacular Spider-Man's theme song is a pretty good one. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the true test would be the '90s Spider-Man versus '90s X-Men.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That would be hard.
That's hard to
Okay,
pick.
nothing can beat '90s X-Men. If
Yep.
we're talking about theme song,
No
Yeah.
no other animated like superhero cartoon even compares.
I agree.
But with the exception,
Right,
the
I'll
possible
watch this
exception of the '60s Spider-Man.
Oh well, that's a classic. I mean, it's like, it's like his every the theme song like.
Oh yes.
You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go '90s Spider-Man. I like X-Men, but I like Spider-Man, '90s Spider-Man just a little bit more.
Well, yeah, it kind of has more.
It's got a rock ballad, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit more epic. '90s X-Men is more of like it's an epic in itself. So I mean, like nothing else tops it. But I will give '90s Spider-Man my favorite theme.
Same.
Yeah. So. That's just because I like Spider-Man a lot more. I like X-Men too, but I like Spider-Man way more than X-Men. All right, so now that we talked about it and we brought them in to the conversation, I think we
X-Men?
can, X-Men.
All right.
I think we can jump to X-Men.
Yeah, speaking of
we'll
X-Men.
go back to the others.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But since we brought X-Men into the conversation,
Let's talk about that.
yep, the X-Men cast rumor has been released. Honestly, I kind of like each actor that they picked.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't know who the Wolverine actor is, but he really does look like Wolverine.
But yeah, if you do his hair right and a shave right, just...
Well, I think he's gonna have a mask, so I think he just has to shave.
Oh well, yeah, sure, yeah. So.
But,
Yeah.
I think Hugh Jackman is done.
Oh yeah, I think he retired. Well, retired Wolverine anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
But if it's true, then they actually did something different. Magneto is not an African American.
Nope, he's white.
He's white, which is surprise.
I thought it was going to be Denzel Washington as Magneto. because-
Honest to God, I thought it was going to be... Well, that was rumored. They want him to be Magneto, which... Interesting. But I don't mind Michael Fassbender continuing the role.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I would rather have Michael Fassbender be recast as Magneto. He's my perfect choice, but whatever.
I liked James McAvoy
Yeah.
as X.
He did a good job. That's why I said I would recast them as the younger Xavier and Magneto. They would be my perfect casting. But the actors they chose, which are rumored, look pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought they looked pretty good.
I liked the choice for Gambit. Austin Butler.
See, he's my only one. He's my only issue.
Why? I prefer the catch. What the other catch? Like
he's my only issue because I need to know, can he pull off a New Orleans accent?
Norwegian.
Sorry, New Orleans accent. I need to know, can he pull off
Cajun.
Because remember, Gambit is Cajun.
Yeah, but he's a strange case. Like he's supposed to be American, but he.
Yeah, but that is an American accent. It's Cajun.
I don't know. I never got that.
It's not. Well, it couldn't be worse than in X-Men Origins, where he's just a Southerner.
Hold on. No. See, I liked him. In that one. See, I don't understand why people have a problem with him because I thought he pulled it off.
Because he's not Cajun. He's a Southerner.
You sound Cajun to me, boy.
That's not.
Hey,
Southern and Cajun does not sound alike. I'll be the first one to say it. They do not sound alike. Have you ever heard a Cajun accent?
No.
They talk gibberish pretty well, and it doesn't sound. It's almost like hillbilly. That's basically how it is. It's almost hillbilly how they talk.
I thought it'd be like the Princess and the Frog, where well, I'll say I better go over there, huh?
Are you Foghorn Leghorn?
Well, that's how John Goodman was sounded in the movie. Like is that accurate? I guess.
No.
Because it's Creole. It's Creole with a mixture of French, with a mixture of
English.
So it's all three combined into one.
Oh no, Creole is a mixture of French and the native language of the Caribbean. My bad.
There, you want to know what actual it sounds like? Can you put me on YouTube? I'll show you. I'll show you exactly what it is.
Hang on.
Here, I'll show
In the Southlands, in the city.
Where is your YouTube? Oh, there it is. I see it. No, I'll show you what actual Cajun sounds like.
Crashing down New Orleans. They got magic. Good in there.
This is what actual Cajun sounds like.
All right, Pee-wee, you ready?
Yeah.
2023 alligator shooting.
The king of the swamp, Troy Landry, gathers his team for what will
shut
be
up.
one of their...
What?
I don't want to get demonetized for.
You're not gonna get demonetized.
I got the.
Okay, but we get the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Right.
Okay, I got.
Yeah, that's true Cajun.
Okay, well.
So that, do you hear how they sounded?
Yeah.
That's gibber. They're talking gibberish.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And if you actually remember in the '90s Gambit, sure thing, sweet.
He did. Yeah.
Talked gibberish. That's why people are kind of like, Gambit has to be Cajun. He's from New Orleans.
Yeah.
He needs
New
to
Orleans.
sound Cajun.
Yeah.
I understand he's from the South, and the South will rise again, but he needs to sound fucking Cajun.
Well.
He needs to sound fucking Cajun, damn it.
Well. Okay. Hold on. I didn't hear anybody complain about Pyro being American instead of Australian.
I didn't really care. I don't like Pyro.
I didn't know who the fuck Pyro sounded like.
Yeah, neither did I.
Nobody would have known that.
You have to remember, dude, when X-Men came out, we were all toddlers.
Well, as I checked, the Gambit was in the first one, so.
Gambit wasn't in the first one. He was only in Origins, if I remember.
Origins and Deadpool apparently.
Deadpool Wolverine.
I hated that.
No, that was the fan casting of Channing Tatum.
Yeah, they casted him.
I can't understand a single thing coming out of his mouth.
That's Cajun.
That was Cajun, yeah.
That's Cajun, dude. You're not supposed to understand. That's Cajun.
Well, I fucking hate it.
Well, that's what Cajun sounds like. So,
well then, I guess I'm not.
Dude, try standing in West Virginia and listen to two hillbillies talk.
Well, I'll be door. No.
That's not what it sounds like. No, it sounds like two drunk people having a conversation.
So like my grandmother's house?
Worse.
Alright.
Anyway.
It sounds like Boom Howard.
It
It sounds like Boom Howard, but more fucked
Now you
up.
want Hank Manuel wrong.
Yeah, and they're the only one. They're the only ones who can understand themselves. You're sitting there. You're sitting there listening to their conversation, being like, I only understood one word, and it was Grandmama's biscuits.
That's the only thing I got.
This is like dang on Hank Manuel, grandma's biscuits, you know.
Yeah, that's the only thing I understood was Grandmama's biscuits.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the only one who speaks right around here.
Now, to be fair,
What?
you could do Bill's family because Bill Daughtry is from New Orleans. You could do Bill Daughtry's New Orleans family's accent. Like, he could try and do that, which is a hint of Southern.
Yeah, hint something with a Cajun.
Yeah, with Cajun. Like, they could try and do that. I don't think Austin Butler is actually Gambit. I really don't. I think it's just a fan casting. I think that one's a fan casting. Even though he looks like Gambit, like, he'd have to really pull off
a Cajun
accent to impress me. But everybody else looks fine.
Yeah, to me, yeah.
I don't think any actor. Well, I mean, unless they're from Louisiana themselves, I guess. Can we
what's the saying? The monkey in the room?
Elephant?
The elephant in the room?
Yeah, the elephant
Monkey in the room.
Can we say the elephant in the room? We're pretty sure Iceman's gay, right? In this X-Men movie.
I thought you were talking about Rachel. That was a joke.
Okay.
I don't get it.
I didn't understand.
Kyle understood.
I guess.
Anyway, so
Iceman's gonna be gay.
Well, apparently he's gay in the comics. So
that's why I said. Can we say
as long as they don't stop the movie dead to acknowledge it?
True, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, like
are they going to make him black?
No, he's white.
Okay.
How you know?
Because he was white in the fan cast.
And he's literally white.
A white blonde kid.
Yes, but what someone's the Human Torch.
He's not ginger. They can't do it. Remember, ginger spelled different is
We're not.
No, I know.
What about the Human Torch?
The Human Torch is blonde and he's white.
But they made him black in the other Fantastic Four is what he's trying to say.
Yes, and no one liked it because
that's
he
true
wasn't ginger.
too.
It didn't work.
Okay, but that wasn't the problem with it. There were
the movie sucked.
abundance of other problems.
Yes, there are other problems with the movie.
What?
Anyways,
okay, but you
go ahead.
I was still trying to make a point. So
Go on.
I'm pretty sure you're going to cast him as a gay black man because that's what Hollywood wants. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
I mean, you could turn a black character in X-Men gay.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I got a question.
What?
How do we force Hollywood to start doing what we want instead of doing their fake agenda bullshit?
Easy
You
fact.
stop buying their movies.
Yeah, you stop going to the
buying their
movie.
products.
That's true
You
too.
vote with your wallet.
Yeah.
There you go. I like
You make
that.
your own. Apparently, because apparently we have to make our own.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On our off time.
Yeah.
We're going. Eventually, we're going. To have our own Hollywood.
Eventually we have. Dude, you sitting at this table, we have like 8 series in the works already.
Yeah. I'm like
in this moment, and I think most of them are better than what fucking Hollywood's doing.
No doubt.
Yeah, exactly. Especially.
Well, I'd also like to point out Hollywood is actually turning because people are voting with their wallets. Like Marvel had just had their second failure in a row, which is what Kyle or Strong saw, which was
Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts. That was its second failure, and they're about to have a third one with Fantastic Four. I mean, let's be honest here. Superman's gonna blow it out of the water.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It comes out a week after Superman comes out. I don't think Superman's leaving the top spot.
No.
What's the issue with Pedro Pascal?
Too woke for
He's
his own
not John
good.
Krasinski.
Well,
Those two.
what do you do? Like,
He tweets,
oh, boy.
and I mean he tweets
What? Tell me.
a lot about like Trump's a fascist. The girl who got fired from Star Wars was a fascist. Blah blah blah. He keeps putting his foot in his mouth, talking shit about the Republican Party, all that shit. So already, the right people that vote right are not going to go see this fucking movie because of Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Also, Pedro Pascal is cast in everything. People are getting tired of him.
He's everywhere.
And I don't think I'm sorry. Like I thought he was playing an okay Richards. The more you watch the trailers, he's not playing a great Richards at all. He's playing simp Richards, crybaby Richards.
I rather have John what's his name?
Krasinski. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what the MCU has done lately. So for like multiverse movies, like Doctor Strange multiverse and Deadpool and Wolverine, that's where we're having like all the fan castings, like John Krasinski as Reed Richards and Channing Tatum as Gambit.
Also, make your return on Doomsday.
Yes.
What? Oh,
Channing Tatum's back as Gambit for Avengers Doomsday, which got delayed.
Go.
get delayed.
Yeah, it got delayed.
That's so good.
Well, because they don't have a script.
Yeah.
So that means the Spider-Man movie got delayed because they have to, like, they can't film until that fucking movie films. Because Spider-Man's not in the movie. So he has to, like, they have to fucking...
Yeah,
see, what happens is when you try and film without a script and you have this many people in it and they don't have scripts so they don't know what the fuck they're saying, you're going to cause a lot of problems.
That's why you always should have a script before you start filming.
Yes. Before you start.
Didn't Michael Bay teach him this?
Yes, I guess.
I don't know.
Obviously not.
Well, apparently they've been doing it for a while. This is a move that the Russo brothers have done, where they don't have a finished script and they just start filming, and then they make things up on the fly.
Which is
Out
a
their
bad
ass.
idea.
It's a very bad idea.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't become a cohesive story.
No, it doesn't.
It's like this scene is perfect for the movie, and then you cut it down. It's like the scene doesn't fit in the movie at all.
Yeah.
If you're just making a movie for the sake of making a movie, it's kind of it's not very I would say not very smart.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
like,
very stupid.
like, let's see. Ooh. Okay. A giant dragon and a princess. Yeah. You know.
We have to. Well,
Ooh, and
we know they're
face
not.
off.
Okay. Well, we know they're not going to be that stupid because it's Marvel, so they have to. So they have to do Marvel thing.
Yeah.
By the way, I really
Goblins.
did. By the way, I really did like that scene that I wrote with the Thor. Well, in our group chat. Remember in the group chat with the Thor scene? I really did like that.
Yeah. Ooh.
That was a funny one.
What are you doing?
I'm praying to every god. I'm praying to every god I know. Please, Lord, hear my prayers. Thor of Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
Valhalla.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. Call.
of MCU Thor, please come and save me. You're gonna call Chris Hemsworth to come save us? You're right. You think Iron Man might do it?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he's too busy.
Not existing.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. That's what I would say the joke.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you for writing the joke.
My bad.
Oh,
You okay?
what was that? Well, I'm sorry, Rachel.
It's okay. Not your fault.
Not really.
Rachel just got injured. Anyway,
F's in the chat.
In the chat for Rachel's feet.
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids
No,
needed.
I don't need a band-aid.
medic.
Ice pack.
No.
No.
Okay.
So, all right. So, yes. So,
What are you talking about? I forgot what.
we were talking about Doomsday Avengers being delayed.
Yes, and I was. Oh, damn it! I can't focus anymore.
It's just dumb. That's all it is. It's all dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
It is, yeah.
Moving on.
Okay.
Well, because this is going to delay the X-Men movie.
Well, yeah.
Because they're all saying the X-Men movie is coming out in 2027. If Doomsday gets delayed and doesn't start filming until 2026, then it's going to miss its date in 2026. So everything's pushed back.
Right.
So.
Well, so you want to? We'll talk about a Toy Story or animate. What's live action?
Oh, right. So we did a Pixar. We'll do the Toy Story one.
Okay, yeah.
So we did a Toy Story thing, Strong Arms at the Restaurant, Red Robins, where we talked about the Pixar, that adults, adult jokes in Pixar,
Yeah.
which kind of went into Toy Story moments. So the one conversation that One Eye Josh had, do you think Sid from Toy Story is evil or Woody is? In the movie. Which character do you think is evil?
Sid.
Sid?
He freaking mutilates his toys.
But he doesn't. First of all, he doesn't know the toys are alive. Second of all,
That's true.
Second of all, the creators have said that's how kids play with their toys. Andy is the strange one.
I never played with toys like that.
You've never put your part of your toy and then rebuild them to make them look differently.
Unless
No!
if they're a Lego, yeah.
Well, if they're Lego or if they're Transformers,
But a regular old action figure? No, like, that's the first indication. Well, not the first, but the second indication of a serial killer.
But look.
No, actually, it's not.
Look. I'll be the first one to say it. When I was playing with my war toys, did I at some point break off a guy's leg and make it look like a grenade blew it off?
Yes, I did. So did I. When I had missed a toy that had a missing arm because may or may not my dog might have bitten the arm off. I do not remember exactly. Did I stop playing with said toy? No, I had my dad super glue another toy's arm to its body so I could still play.
I mean, you can still play with it without the arm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's not like a...
Okay, but Sid, like, he does it for fun.
Well, that's how toy makers are.
That's how people create toys, dude. Sid is creative. I get what you're saying is that, yes, he does messed up shit to toys.
I mean, from the perspective of Woody, he's a villain.
A child.
Yeah. But he does. But again, he's not aware that what he's doing is actually hurting the toys because he doesn't know the toys are alive.
True. Very much so. I mean, to be fair, like I said neither one.
Me?
Yeah. I said neither one's really a bad guy because, like, from Woody's perspective, Sid's a villain. From Sid's perspective, Woody's traumatizing. So
There's no
villain in Toy Story. The story is Woody hits Buzz Lightyear out the window because he's jealous that he's taking up Andy's time, which we all know technically. Like, Andy does not seem to be like a kid that would throw any toy away. It seems like, yes, it's exciting. He's a fucking space ranger. Yes. Does he change his entire room to fit Buzz Lightyear theme? True. Does he watch the movie with Buzz Lightyear?
Yes.
Does Woody seem like a
jealous girlfriend?
A scorn ex?
Yes.
That's pretty much what he is.
Yeah, I agree.
I would like to point out he is Andy's second favorite toy because what's the one toy he grabs when Buzz Lightyear is knocked out the window?
Woody.
He's the first thing he grabs.
Yeah.
So clearly, Andy still likes Woody. Like, Woody was a gift from his father.
Yeah.
That's how the story goes. Yeah, the story in Toy Story is Andy is actually Andy Jr., and Woody is actually was owned by Andy's father, Andy Sr.
And the reason Al was so big on trying to get Woody in the second one is because
Woody is a very
prototype.
He's a prototype. He actually wasn't a toy that was made. Oh, sorry. Are you alright?
Yeah, my dad's.
Ask him where you are.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
Yeah, so Woody's a prototype in the actual movie. So and Woody and Andy's father was actually a special needs child who had polio.
He had polio, yeah.
Yeah.
And the only reason he got Woody was because there was a sweepstakes. Yeah.
It was a contest. He won the contest.
Yeah, to
get the prototype.
And Woody's dad, or Andy Sr., sent in one box because that's all his family could afford. And Al's worked on family.
They also put into the fact that he
has polio.
He has polio. So he probably guilt tripped him into winning the contest.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
So, okay. Andy's dad won Woody in a contest.
Is that a fact or?
Yeah,
it's fact. It's actually Disney confirms it. Andy's dad won Woody in a contest.
Where'd you hear that?
The Super Collin Brothers made an entire video about it where they talked with.
It's also fucking on the website.
Yeah, it's also true. Yeah.
Okay.
Disney made it a fact. Also, you can get you can piece it out by watching the movie that Woody is a prototype.
Yeah.
Because when Al literally says they never made Woody.
Yeah.
They made the other toys, which makes no sense. Why wouldn't you make your
star character
first? But whatever. They made everybody else. I guess they were all prototypes, technically.
Yeah. I mean, if you actually see Al's face when he finds Woody at the yard sale, that is a face of someone, oh my god, it's like they fucking have a prototype. That's the face of a geek out moment.
Pretty much. Right. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, Woody is a gift from Andy's dad, who died right after his sister was born.
I see that happening, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why Andy cherishes so much. That's also the reason why Andy's so upset when Woody gets damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's his
father's. It's his last gift from his father.
I do like when you said Woody was originally Andy's dad's toy.
Well, it makes sense because everything in Andy's room is early, circa
50s,
70s, 60s toys.
I say it was 60s.
Where Woody would be a toy from the early 60s to late 50s.
Yeah.
Because he's made with stitching and upholstery.
And plus he's based off a TV
show from that era.
Yeah,
so it makes sense that he it would be his dad's toy, not Andy's actual toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how the show is just puppets, just
it's marionette puppets. So and it's also you can see it's from the 30s.
Yeah.
Actually, that means Woody's older because he's from the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess
either it's 30s or early 40s. I would say
it was probably the 40s.
Yeah,
because it was probably after World War II.
There was to be honest, when I first saw Woody's Roundup in the movie, I was like, this kind of reminds me of Howdy Doody Time.
I think that's what they were
going after. Yeah.
Probably what they were going for.
That's definitely what they were going
for. The Gunsmoke or something?
Well, I think it's based on because at the time, cowboys were very popular at that time period.
Oh yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, they were hugely popular. That's why most westerns are classics.
Clint Eastwood, all those westerns. I'm John Wayne. Pilgrims.
Yeah, I. That's kind of what we talked about. We got into it because of adult jokes in Pixar's and all that stuff. One of my favorites, again, is from Sort of Stupid when they're talking about Mrs. Incredible, her sweet ass, when she's looking at herself in the mirror. And I just love my favorite two guys are just they're single and they're just yes, please.
Elastic Girl. I know, I saw the one you're talking about.
No, it's I volunteer. I don't care. I volunteer as tribute. She can crush me with her thighs. Yeah. I don't care.
Hunger Games.
Yeah, I volunteer.
No, and I've always maintained my favorite dirty joke from Pixar was Toy Story's 2's I'm a married spud.
Yeah,
and
the Barbie aisle.
And then yours was the last scene with Jesse where his Buzz Lightyear's wings pops out.
Boner.
His mouth opening. It's like, I was like, as a kid, I would say yeah, I didn't understand, but now I do. So
I mean, I understand. I understand now. As a kid, it still was kind of funny.
I still think the joke, I wouldn't have been my friend if my dad didn't add that joke in that moment where my dad just said, "We've all been there, Mr. Potato Head. We've all been there."
oh yeah, Mary Spud, yeah.
Yeah, I like to point out. Can I ask a question? Strong Arms. This is a fun fact. What is the highest grossing Batman movie?
Highest grossing Batman movie?
Highest grossing. What do you think is the highest grossing Batman movie? Me and Ginger Beer found this out. What is it?
Yeah.
The Dark Knight.
Nope.
What?
You're wrong.
Dark Knight. Which one?
Like the Dark Knight.
No, it's not. You're wrong.
Nope.
It's the second one. Dark Knight
Rises.
made
Dark Knight Rises.
It made $1 billion.
With Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that one is the highest grossing Dark Knight movie.
Yep.
It's kind of sad because I like the second one more.
Hello, Gotham. I'm going to kill you now.
I just I do like my favorite scene where it is Bane when he says like you used the light, you used the dark, but I was born in it.
Molded. I am.
Whoops, there is it.
I don't know why they made him have that stupid voice. He's supposed to be Mexican.
Yeah, I never understood that either.
And he's supposed to be a Mexican wrestler with
Yo.
like a luchador mask.
Yeah.
What's his name? Machete.
Oh yeah, they
Well,
could have
Trejo.
used. They should have used Machete.
They
Yeah,
should have, yeah.
He would be a great Bane. I mean, come on.
He would have been a perfect one.
He just keep the costume and the mask and
It's true.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, he probably wouldn't have. He'd have to put on a lot of muscle.
Yeah, you would have. Because remember, he's taking the Titan.
Yeah, and he also has to be pretty. I mean, I guess you could impose him.
Well,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy wasn't that muscular.
No,
Was
but like he was imposing. I make Machetes also. I don't remember what his age at the time, but he might have been too old.
50, maybe.
Yeah, he might have been a little too old to play Bane.
He's looking up.
What's going on?
I'm pretty sure he voiced him in Young Justice, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, which I'll be honest was pretty
Pretty
good.
good. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's totally his voice, you know. Like
The last topic we have today is the live action adaptation of animes.
yeah, that's becoming it's starting to
It's starting to annoy me because now they're going to do Naruto.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you this: One Piece they did great. Actually, I feel like that's the only so far is the only live action I like.
What?
Yeah, he was way too old. He was 68.
Yeah, he was 68 at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wouldn't have been a good Bane.
Okay.
No. Anyway, no. One Piece. First off, One Piece is taking a hiatus after season 2, and it's going to be gone for 3 years. No, you need to keep. If you're going to do it, you need to keep filming that shit.
Yeah.
And pumping it out, because they're going to age out and they're not going to look right.
No, they're not.
They're just not. That's number one. Number two is I'm sorry, Naruto, I kind of only want as anime.
Yeah.
I don't want a live action. I'm sorry.
No,
and they're
dude,
trying to
it's
do a
fine.
movie, and I don't think it's going to work as a movie.
I'll
Really?
go give it
No.
a chance, but I really don't want them to make it.
It's not going to work as a movie. It's not.
I'll watch. I'm not going to buy the tickets because
I mean, for fuck's sakes, they fucked Dragon Ball to shit.
Don't mind
Yeah.
me. No,
They fuck Dragon Ball to shit, and I don't think they're. I guess now that the creators did, I guess they could do a live action Dragon Ball.
well, they would have to get help from the actual people who worked with him. You know,
But the question would be, it's like, do you make it a show or do you make it a movie? That's the question. I think, personally, live action anime should be a movie, not a show. Because if you're going to try and do a show, then you have to crank them out really fast. Because actors age.
I agree.
They're not like cartoons, where they can stay young forever.
oh man, that's
And
always
you also
stupid.
got to pick a good arc, too.
Well, that too. You have
Yeah.
to pick. Well, I mean, that's why I say you take. I think you should do just a movie
Yeah.
of the anime, not an entire episode, because you're never going to get the arc right.
Like, I would love to see a live... here's what they could do. They could take a movie version of, like, the animated or the anime movie, let's say Ninja Crossing the Line of Snow, and make it live action.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what they should do, yeah.
No, wait. What's a Dragon Ball movie?
Well, first off, it would have to. We'll start with the Goku as a kid in the woods, because that's how it starts.
No. What I mean by that, what is a Dragon Ball solo movie?
Broly one. There's a Broly one.
Dragon Ball Broly? Because Dragon Ball Evolution should have just been one of the solo movies.
As in one the character, well, like about them, when you say it's a solo.
When I say a solo movie, what I'm talking about is the anime, just one movie in general for anime. It's not the show, it's the movie. So, like, Ninja Class in the Land of Snow is a movie. It's not a show. It's not an episode.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about with Dragon Ball. With Dragon Ball is that the evolution should have been one of the singular movies.
Like, here we can do...
Like, it has a start, middle, end. It doesn't have an entire 50 or 40 arc episode.
It'd be good for a live action movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yeah, but then you would ask who are these people? Are they the good guys, bad guys? Like you just start off as I've seen the movie, by the way, so that's how it is. Like,
I mean, to be fair, let's be honest here. Like, you're not making the movie for newbies. You're making the movie for Dragon Ball fans.
Yeah.
That are already fans.
well, it's kind of like having Spider-Man start. Well,
nowadays, you don't need to have a Spider-Man origin story. He can just be Spider-Man right out the
We
gate.
don't need to know... No one needs to know how Peter Parker got bit by a radioactive spider. We all know how and what happened.
Well, yeah, and also, like, nerd culture would tell you that a lot of people like Dragon Balls. I mean, you and Strong Arms are huge Dragon Ball fans.
yeah.
Do you really need an origin story of Goku?
Not really.
Also, the way they did Evolution was just, they bastardized the whole thing.
They bastardized original Dragon Ball.
Comes up power.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a perfect step. We'll continue this little discussion. We'll just end it. You can continue watching this on the audio.
Yeah.
Later.
Later, thank
And
you
then
for
can
watching.
turn that off because I have to charge that later.
Yep. Okay.
No,
Anyway,
so continuing. No, they bastardized Evolution. The Evolution bastardized Dragon Ball.
well, they did. Like, it's like, I feel like they just looked at some clips of the anime and just like say, okay, I think I got it, but just,
Yeah.
But you see, you gotta, if you want to combine like story arcs
Mhm.
into like an hour and a half movie or 2 hours anyway,
Mhm.
it we have to be like cut a lot of stuff out, like except for the characters, like they help make the story, the characters. Like,
I agree with that. I mean, I don't know. Strong Arms, what do you think?
Well, if they did make a Dragon Ball movie, I think they would have to start with the Saiyan arc, the Saiyan saga, to introduce Vegeta.
I think that would be the only arc you'd have to have, because you have to introduce Vegeta. I guess you would have to introduce Vegeta, but I'm going off of like if you're gonna do you do a 2-parter then?
I would.
I don't think you need to. It's like literally, it's like the beginning of the movie. They Goku introduces Gohan. Gohan gets kidnapped by Raditz.
His brother.
Goku dies. They train for a year.
In heaven.
Then Nap and Vegeta come.
I guess you could just do a year later.
That solves it all.
That's all you have to do is a year later.
What?
Or you could do a montage of them training for an entire year.
I mean, hell, the Dragon Ball Z abridged, the Saiyan arc is only 10 episodes.
That's true, I guess. I could see that. No, I got a training montage. It'd be very funny. It's the what is it? It's the what's that song? The 80s song that's always picked for like a training montage.
He's the best around. No, never bring me down. You're the best around.
Or I could see that being funny.
I totally imagine Master Roshi making him a roast, like a giant roast, and then he puts it on the table for Goku. He turns around, he gets without more food, and then
The roast is gone.
he's like, "Oh, what? What? Come on, keep him coming." Like, okay, okay. Now that what? I just made you that.
I mean, to be fair, if you're going to go with it as like, what is it that you want? Do you have to? I guess you have to use Strong Arm's opinion. Like with like Naruto, like I guess the first real arc, which is the Land of Waves plus the introduction episode, would be the movie that you need.
Yeah, but
Really, like the Land of Waves mission.
yeah.
I think that's the only arc you really need to like introduce Naruto and the Team 7. Like, there's a way to do it that I don't trust Hollywood doing.
No, I agree.
Like, I don't trust the writers in Hollywood doing because they just don't know where to cut the story the right way to make it fit in a 2-hour window.
No, the one arc I would say that would really be done well if they learned how to cut it would be the tuning exams arc.
There's a 2-parter.
Yeah, 2-part film. Yeah,
It would be a 2-part film. It would be the first part would be the first exam. The second part would be the second exam.
Yeah, prelims.
I thought it'd be like Harry Potter, where like it shows you like a match, and then it's over. Hey, he won! Yeah, and then it cuts to the big.
Well, you only really need to watch. The only fight that you really need to watch are the Sasuke, Naruto, and Gaara fights.
Yeah.
You don't really need to see the Shikamaru. Like, you can have like just a simple cutscene of Shikamaru like hitting her against the wall
With the shadow.
with a shadow paralysis.
Yes, or shadow
Like,
possession, yeah.
yes. Like, you don't even have to show Sakura's fight. You just have to show her getting
Both getting knocked out.
Both her and Ino being taken off on stretchers.
Yeah.
We all, like, fans will know what's going on, and like the general public doesn't need to watch the fights to understand, like,
Yeah.
oh, those two girls knocked each other out.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like it's that kind of thing. Like the 3 fights you really have to focus on are the Gaara, Sasuke, and Naruto fights, which are actually 1 episode each.
Yeah.
I think I get it. Let's look at how the first X-Men movie. It starts with Wolverine and Rogue.
Yes, very much.
But in the original X-Men, he wasn't even around yet, or Rogue, right?
But the original X-Men was Angel, Beast,
Iceman and Jean Grey and
Cyclops. So that's where the original that's the original team.
Yeah. So in the first X-Men live action, it kind of skipped all that.
Well, it skipped all that because it focused on the 90s characters that were super popular. Storm, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine,
Rogue.
Alright, yeah.
It focused on the 90s.
Yeah.
Popularity characters. Which you should focus on the more popular characters.
Well, I agree.
Like in comics, that's what you do. You focus on the popular characters. That's why Teen Titans, the popular characters are Cyborg, Robin, Beast Boy, Starfire, Raven. Those are the characters that people remember the most.
Yep.
Or like Justice League, like it's Superman.
Yeah.
Batman. Yeah. So that's all it is.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's it. I think Sharham's done.
I'm starting to get tired.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we're good here.
I think that's a good. I think that was a good topic.
Yeah.
To end on.
All right
This
then.
has been another fun episode of the Cannonball Podcast.
All
I'm
right,
your
then.
Captain C signing off, and next time there will be 3 different mics.
Enjoy the voyage,
All right.
y'all. Good night.
All right.
Adios amigos.
Have a good night, Kyle.
Yeah.
Later.